Alright, so a documentary about how EST has impacted your life. I'm going to start it off by just saying a few things about myself. My name is Josh Bucket. I'm 15 years old. I'm a freshman in high school, and EST is just, EST is my family. But anyway, I'm going to start off by saying some of these questions. I had it on my iPod if you can see that or not. Just the questions. Alright, but the first question is, how did you get into MGK? I got into MGK because this kid at my school kept bugging me about just looking him up on YouTube, saying he was a really good rapper and a bunch of other stuff, so eventually I did. The first time I listened to was Wild Boy, the next was like Invincible, but eventually I got into a song, See My Tears, and at first I didn't really understand what they were talking about in the music video, because he has people talking to him saying like, you helped me through some like depressing stuff, like I've been bullied and just like stuff like that they were talking about. But at the time I didn't really realize what it meant. I didn't really understand it, but I knew that there was something he did called EST 19XX. So I looked that up and like I tried to figure out what it meant. At the time nobody was really saying it. They were just saying like established 1990s, that's when he was born and stuff like that. That didn't really make sense, so I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. But that's how I got into MGK. And the second question is, how did you get into the EST family? Alright, as I was saying about See My Tears, I kept watching that video because that song was just so great and it still is. But I kept listening to that and I was like, alright, I need to find out what this guy's about. Because to me, he was just like another rapper. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I just kept listening to it. Like, there's something about him that was different than other rappers. I couldn't exactly figure what it was, but I knew that he helped other people through their stuff, so there had to be something great about him. So, this school year, freshman year, I kept trying to look into it probably about a month or two ago, maybe a month and a half, I don't know. But I tried to look up again what EST was, and I found some different stuff about it. Like, I read some articles about it. Like, I think it was a blog or something somebody was doing. But I read that and I was like, wow, this is pretty great. It's a great article or blog or whatever. And I was like, then I found out what it meant. It meant everyone stands together. And that to me, like just reading those words, I was like, just like, wow, like I can't even explain it. Like, it's just amazing. Like, I've never been that cool kid, and I've never been good at sports or anything. Like, haven't really been bullied. I have, but like, not a lot. But like, I've never had a lot of friends. I'm not that kid that gets picked on or anything, that nobody likes or stuff like that. But just never really had a lot of friends that I've trusted. So I've been through some things. But anyway, I got a little off track there, but anyway, everyone stands together. That was just like, those three words were like, oh my gosh. But I kept reading more and more about it. This was actually in school in one of my classes. But I kept reading about it. I read different things about it. Read like Yahoo Answers stuff about it. People were like, what does EST mean? And there's some pretty good answers on there. But like, I kept looking into it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is somewhere where I actually fit in. Cause like I said, I've never been that cool kid. I've never been into like sports or anything. I've never been good at sports. I'm not saying I haven't been into them. Just haven't been good at them. But just seeing that was like, oh my god. So I started getting into it more and more. And I started listening to some of his mixtapes. And like the songs I heard, like Halo is a great song. If you haven't listened to MGK, I encourage you so much to listen to that song. That song was just great. And then I listened to The Return, which is also a really, really good song. But I listened to those and I was just like, wow, this guy is talking like to his fans, the kids that have actually been through a lot. That's just amazing that somebody cares about their fans like this much. That he would actually try to help them through whatever he needs to. So I listened to those songs. I listened to more, but that's how I got into the family. Just listening to the songs and understanding what EST meant. Alright, the third question. Favorite thing about EST? My favorite thing about EST is that just like the people I can talk to, like I know there will always be people there that I can talk to about anything. Whether it's about something simple like what should I wear tomorrow, or if there's something like personal that I just need to get off my chest and just talk about it to somebody. I know that there will always be people there for me. That's my favorite thing. I just have somebody to talk to. Alright, fourth thing. What does EST mean to you? EST to me is my family. It's like my family outside my family, if that makes any sense. Like, everybody has their family, like their mom, their dad, and then sisters or brothers. So everybody has that. But there's like, outside of there, I have more family. Like, I got 3 friends at school that I know that will always be there for me. And they have proven that to me. But other than that, at the time, before I listened to MGK, that was like it. There's nobody else. Then I started getting into EST, and I have even more family. Like, it's just incredible. Just like, it's amazing, really. It's just my family. Alright, and 5, how strong is EST? If you have ever talked to anybody about EST, you should realize that it's like, alright, sorry, the 20% battery thing came up on my iPhone. But anyway, what I was saying was, if you ever talk to anybody about it, you should realize how great it is, because there's somebody that we can look up to that's been through everything you can imagine, and is still here. MGK has been bullied. His mom left him. His dad kicked him out of the house. It's like everything. He's been through drug addictions. It's just somebody who is bullied and all that other stuff and can still become a rapper. That shows you that you truly can do whatever you want to do with your life. Like, it's just great. Like, go through all that and still become a rapper even though everybody at your school hated you. It shows you that there really is hope for you. But EST is just like amazing. Alright. Number 6. How does EST help people or you and you? If you have ever seen the music video to See My Tears, you see that he has helped people through being bullied and just having like suicidal thoughts and depression and all this other stuff. That's how it has helped other people. It helped me get through what I think was a depression, because a couple months before this I found out that my best friend was going around school and just talking bad about me. And he was just like my best friend. He was a brother to me. He was somebody that I thought would always be there for me. And then I found out that he was talking behind my back about me. So that was just terrible for me. I felt myself like stopping to care about everything and just like not really talking to people as much anymore. Like, I still talk to people, but it just like, it wasn't like a real conversation, it felt like. But I started listening to some of his music, and I was just like, you know what? Why should I hold on to this if it's making me depressed? Kellis has been through more stuff than I have ever even thought about going through, and he made it. So I know I can make it through this little stuff. And it was just like, forget all that. I'm gonna be me. Like, forget what other people think. I'm gonna be me. So it helped me through what seemed like a depression. I actually used to cut myself because of that in particular. Well, not just that in particular. I had other stuff going on too, but that was the main reason. I don't cut myself anymore though, but just saying. Alright, and then the next one is, how does EST impact you as a person? Alright. EST and Kells has like, it's just like really changed like my personality, and has really changed like what I think about. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to judge people a lot. Like, why are they doing that? That's retarded. Oh my god, they look so stupid wearing that, and just stuff like that. Like, why should it matter? If that makes them happy, then just like, why should I be judging them for that? Like, Kells even says, why should you judge, how can you judge somebody that you've never known? And it's true. I mean, if that thing makes them happy, then why are you gonna judge them for it? Why are you gonna pick on them for doing what they like to do? Like, really, that's just messed up. Like, I was pretty mean back then, I guess you could say, for judging people I've never even talked to before. But now I don't do any of that anymore. Like, even my style has changed a little bit. Like, I used to care so much about what other people think, and I just wanted to fit in. And now I just don't care. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna let you do you. Just, I'm not gonna judge you for what you do, and just don't judge me, because this is what makes me happy. This is the style that I like. This is the clothes I like to wear. Just stuff like that. So, I'm gonna do me and let you do you. So that's a couple of things that has impact on me. It changed, like, things from like what I wear to things like, why should I be judging other people if that's what makes them happy? Alright, well, those are all the questions, so I'm just gonna say some other stuff. Like, if you don't listen to Kells, MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, whatever you want to call him, I would really encourage you to just look up some of his songs, because his songs are like really deep. They can help if you're going through like something tough right now. It could help you out with that. It's just amazing. This one guy just changes a lot about you. Then just talk to, if there's somebody at your school. I know whoever's doing this interview thing, I'm not really sure what to call it, documentary, I guess. But just talk to her about, like, what is EST, and just, like, keep talking to her about it, because maybe you could join our family. Because, I mean, this is, like, so amazing that you will always have somebody to go to talk to about whatever you need to. I haven't been in EST that long, but I made some good friends along the way. From, I don't know, it's probably been like a month or two that I've been in, well, no, it's probably been like a month and a half that I've been in this family. So, and I already have people I can talk to. Like, they barely know me, but they still care. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have to say. So, I hope all of you just, like, I hope you guys are, like, listen to MGK and just get encouraged by him. But anyway, I hope all of you have a good rest of the day. And when you go home, just go listen to some MGK, really, and lace up. Alright, God bless all of you.